Okay, well, yeah, looks like me, and this looks like me streaming. So I'm going to do one game anyway, at least, streaming, so that I can just get the full effect of this, and hopefully it'll all come together very nicely. Next game is Man City, who are sitting in third, and a win would do us a big favour. I think we're sitting in first in the Premiership with a very what we in the year 2022, so about 3 years in the future. It's actually 4 because this is FM19, obviously. So we'll get through all of these updates and stuff. Yes, they've got an amazing squad. Of course, they have their Man City. Of course, they do. I guess the thing with streaming is that you can't just fast forward all of these loading pages, which are sometimes quite tedious, particularly in international breaks. Yeah, so he's he's being sold at the moment, so I'm not too fussed with him. And actually, this is under 18s, so I want him to get game time. He should be playing for the under 20, but anyway, keep it as it is. Oh, Man City have got a crunch game against Tottenham. I didn't spot that. But City are playing Tottenham in this. Oh yeah. So hopefully they'll tire themselves out. We've got a big Champions League semi-final against Liverpool in a couple of days. So City beat Spurs. What's that in the Prem? That's a shame. Although we're miles ahead of them, so what's that? 7-7. They got a game in hand. That'd be 80. I thought they were right up there with us, but it's only really Man United that are holding us. We've got a 3-point advantage, but obviously with City to play, it could be tough. Hopefully they'll be tired coming into the game. We're missing Hector Bellerin, which is a big loss, obviously. But actually that Premier League game that they won against Spurs, Lyndon Weaver, he's always injured. History, injuries, look. Oh. Maybe it's not Weaver then that's always injured. Who's my other one who's always injured? Oh, he's on. Yeah, sorry, no, it's Thornton who's always injured. Okay. So he played, did he? Right, okay, well, if that's tomorrow, we'll give him 45 minutes in there to keep him fit. Nieto needs to play because I want him to start challenging. Thornton, it looks like they both played. Rambo got injured, didn't he? So I'll give Thornton 45 minutes because he's not playing in this game against City. He looks very good, but is already at Atletico Madrid, already at Chelsea, already at Liverpool, Bayern. To be honest, we don't actually need to do it. We've done a lot of our transfer business over the course of the summer. So the only thing we'll be doing is replacing players that leave, because we've actually got some transfers already lined up there. Praise him for his You say it quite a lot to the training. Reward when people are training well and criticise when they're not. Come on, what are you doing? Bold, pleased with Holdings. Look at that. Isn't he doing well? What I like about him is that he's got really well distributed stats. His heading, marking, tackling, positioning, vision, determination, bravery. It's all, and he's got quite good physicals. He's pretty much Mr. Average, or above average really. But it's very balanced. His stats are very balanced, and I like that. And I got him his marks opponent tightly in there as well. So that's interesting because it actually says there that he would be a leading player there, and his star ability here is good. So there's a bit of a discrepancy there. If I went in here, see that's saying 3. Bold. So what's his judging player ability and potential? So that makes no sense. Oh well. Either way, Rob Holding, good. Pre-match tactical briefing, good. It's time for the big one then. City in 3rd place. Greenwood now homegrown. I thought he always was. So Man United drew, that's Andy. And this is the big one, City v Arsenal. How have we done? So we've lost 4 times, drawn twice, won 3. So just to give you a rundown on our tests. Why is Simon Astor? Oh, it is. So Hector Bellerin's out, so we've got Simon Astor who's come in. Holding and Mamana are like our 2 first choice centre backs at the moment. Joe Lopez is a player that I've given the majority of the season to, and Kolasinac I've actually moved on, so he's more or less first choice. Reece Nelson swaps with Maria, so like they play a similar amount of games at right wing. Diawara tends to be our box to box, especially now that Aaron Ramsey got injured. Torreira as our central midfielder, with Mandragora as a backup, and then Villasden. The only thing, Villasden's a really good player. He's got a high work rate, he's quick, and he basically plays the Freddie Ljungberg. This is my take on the Arsenal Invincibles basically, but I flipped it. So, for instance, Thierry Henry would have played left striker. Dennis Bergkamp would have played down here. Freddie would have been on the right, but I flipped him onto the left as a wide midfielder in attack mode. Whereas the Bobby Pires is what Nelson's playing. Diawara, obviously, Vieira's the box to box, and Gilberto in the Torreira position. So Ashley Cole would have been a complete wing back, but again, I've got Ashley Cole was on the left. I've got Astor on the right. That would be Hector Bellerin, because the stats of these players are similar. It's almost like a flip of it, basically. Joel Lopez playing in a wing back in support, which would have been Lauren, and then the 2 centre backs who were, of course, Sol Campbell and Kolo Toure, who were just beasts playing in the centre there. So that's kind of what I've gone for. And yeah, Thierry Henry would have been obviously on the left-hand side because he likes to cut in from the left on a complete forward in support. And then Dennis Bergkamp was an advanced playmaker in attack mode because he liked to score as well. And I'm lucky enough to have Kai Havertz, who is just a must-buy in this game. And he's probably about as close as you're going to get to Dennis Bergkamp without actually having him. If you look at his stats there, vision's good, passing's good, technique's good. Finishing a little bit low maybe for like a Dennis Bergkamp, but you know, it's not a like for like. Aggression may be a bit low for Dennis Bergkamp as well, but you get the idea that it's that sort of role. So this is more or less a full strength squad that we're going out with, really. I can't think of any changes that we would make. I mean, the one change that you would consider making is I've got Eddie Nketiah up front, who is quick. He's not particularly strong, but I've worked on his strength throughout the game. Obviously, we're a couple of years on. His finishing's good. He can place his shot as well, and he can move into channels and cut inside from both wings. Passing isn't all that, but his technique's good, and his composure is maybe a little bit low as well, but nevertheless a great striker that we've got. Whereas I did buy this chap. I think he starts the game off in Celtic. He's not as quick, but he's a bit more physical. He's a bit stronger. He can head the ball a bit better. He's got a higher jumping reach than Nketiah. So he's actually got a bit more of like a physical presence about him. A bit more of an aerial ability as well. But I kind of said to myself, this guy got a long-term injury at one point as well. Where was it? 2 months, there you go. Which kind of meant that he had to take a back seat. That was around Christmas. So this is pretty much as good as we're going to go. Let's do it. So another thing, being that we're away from home, I think probably what's the better option really is to be a little bit more conservative. I think Man United slipping up means we don't have to win this. So I think I was going to go in with a positive. Man City are in poor form. They're going to be tired as well from that Spurs game. I never like saying, oh, this should be easy. I'm going to say, come on lads, show me what you can do. Let's keep this running. I'm going to tell the defence that I want them to be solid. And I'm going to tell the midfield that I've got... no, I want them to control the midfield. And then I'm going to tell the striker that I've got faith in him. Okay, I actually said pick up where you left off. So from positive, I'm just going to go to balanced and kick the game off when you're ready. Come on. Okay. Big game this. And I think Dybala just running at the heart of us. I knew they had Dybala, of course they do. They've actually got Kieran T in here as well. I don't know if he's playing. Oh, 2 minutes in. Dybala, 1-0. There you go. There you have it. So that's not the kind of start we wanted. I don't know if I need to turn the speed up on this a little bit. Slightly faster, that looks a bit slow. No. See, look, they've got a couple of players already who are knackered. I think we need to go at them now that we're 1-0 down. What formation are they playing then? They got Mendy. Okay, so it's just a 4-2-3-1. Dybala's playing. So nothing's happened since the goal. Let's demand more from our players, shall we? Nothing's happened at all. Okay, City on the attack. Got the ball out. Otamendi seems to have fouled Nketiah and got away with it. How was that any form of a... Go on then, Havertz. Laston hits it. Saved. These highlights are ridiculous. What was that for a clearance, Nelson? Let's go then, Villaston. Nothing. Why he couldn't release the ball, I don't know. Unbelievable, huh? Dybala with the free kick. They're walloping us, aren't they? They are absolutely all over us. Right, nice clearance there from the keeper. So what, 7 attempts to 4. We've had more shots on target, to be fair. They're shooting from range by the looks of things. Look at this, these are all hits from range. Whereas we seem to be working the ball in a bit more. Right, Leno with the goal kick. Holding. So this is actually a proper highlight. This isn't like, oh, you know, it's half time, beat. Asta on the gallop. Ball. Right, Diawara gets it. Havertz. Come on. You're our star man, you're our playmaker, you need to make it happen. Villaston in. Nelson. Out wide, I think that's Asta, is it? Yeah. Alright, let's get a ball in. Go on, go on. That's 1-0 then. Game on. I actually think if you look at that, the ball that came in up top, and it went in towards Nketiah, and did that count? Yeah, that counted. He wasn't able to win the header. I'm just wondering if maybe that physical presence in the second half of our other striker, Odegaard or Edouard, or however you pronounce it, might be a little bit more satisfactory. So we're going at half-time level. Probably a little bit lucky. So I'm actually going to say I'm not happy with your performance. You know, we're supposed to be fighting for the title here. And you look at everyone's performances. Eddie Nketiah, 6.9. Havertz, the goal scorer, on 7. We've got a 6.5 there. Who was that? That is Torreira. Reece Nelson yet to get in the game, really. So there's a lot of performances that could be better. But we go in level, and that's important. Let's give them another 10 to 15 minutes, and then we might make a change. If nothing improves. So Villaston looks nervous. Lucas Torreira's performance has got worse. 6.4, yeah, he's going to have to come off. And Joe Lopez, I don't really want to take him off at the moment. Okay. Alright. Hour in. Torreira's still not playing very well, so we'll take him off for Mandragora. He's a nifty little player, actually. We signed him from Juventus. And you can see he's just it says he's a deep line playmaker, but I actually play him as a defensive midfielder. Has his tackling got worse? It's always been around then. For some reason I thought he was a better tackler than that. But anyway, yeah, tidy player. We're also going to take off Reece Nelson, who hasn't really been able to do much, and bring on Paleo Maria as a player that I bought He's actually supposed to be, I trained him, because of his attributes, I trained him to be like a right midfielder. He wasn't a natural in that position at all. But you can see, fantastic first touch. He can pass the ball. He's got vision. He's quick. He's everything you really need him to be. So in that role, in that wide playmaker role. And the other, I'm going to go for broke here. I'm going to make the other change. I'm going to take off Nketiah. Seems to be improving in his performance though. Let me leave that for a while because we're only 60 minutes in. And see what happens here for a little bit. See how we react. Still, okay. Look, this is good. I'll take a draw now if it was offered to me. But Diawara's beginning to look tired. Villaston's playing a bit better. Now, stick or twist, what do we do? Do we put Eddie Nketiah, do we take him off? Or do we take Villaston off, who's looking nervous and isn't playing as well? We do the sensible thing and we take off Villaston and we put on Kieran Rathgeber, who is, if you like, a trainee. We're training him to be backup, and you can see good starting point there. Not very strong, but I just feel like, yeah, Villaston's now playing a 6.6, whereas Eddie Nketiah has been pretty steady. I just feel like that might be the better option. And with 15 minutes to go, like, yeah, I'm happy with the subs I've made. The only other one really would have been Diawara, but he's had a good game. He looks fired up, and he will get a rest hopefully before Liverpool. Here we go. 5 minutes to go. Asta. Cook gets it out. Lopez. Go on, Joel Lopez. Oh, what happened there? Go on, Maria. Bring it back in. Nketiah then. Ball in. And then Mantra. We have boxed them in, haven't we? They cannot clear their lines. Lopez. Oh, okay, it goes out for a throw. Well, that's a good way to give away the upper hand. Couple of minutes to go. I'll take this draw. 1 more minute. Sane, and unless they score right at the death. Okay, I thought I did then. That looks like it's going to be full time. I'll take the 1-1 draw, especially when we went 1-0 down quite early on and looked like we were getting a pummeling. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Especially away from home, Man City. I don't even want to say, I want to say I'm happy with what I saw out there. I want to boost them. You know, we're still in for the title. We've still got the upper hand, and it's our destiny's still in our own hands. Man United drawing earlier on really sort of saved our bacon there. So we stay 3 points clear. 2 games to go. So what's that? I mean, 1 win or a win and a draw. Avoid. Right. So there you go. Man City's chances are over. So it's between us and United. So let's have a look at this run-in. Who have United got remaining? United have got Liverpool. When's that? 30th. That's in 7 game days. And then us. Really? So we know we've got Newcastle next. So we've got Liverpool in the Champions League. Newcastle is a must-win game at home. And then we've got Liverpool in the Champions League, second leg. And then United away at Old Trafford for the final. I didn't realise it was that close. But unless Man United slip up against Liverpool and we beat Newcastle, which is very possible. Yeah. Who knows? So what I'll probably do I think, is save this. Do I bother with the Liverpool? I'm not sure. Oh, we can continue playing. Bellerin has been good, but he's injured. He's going to be a good player. Just needs to stick at it. Oh, 3K. Dominic Thompson, the player, has played. Oh, okay. One thing that I've been doing a lot of actually in transfers is putting in little clauses, and it seems to work out really well. Like if you look at our transfer budget, and I swear I have not played with the figures at all, but I've put in a lot of little clauses. What's this? 30% of the profit made. He signed for 1.8. We've negotiated a potential buyout fee. So you're talking about 30%, so that's roughly a third of 1.8, so any profit. So he was signed for 1.8. He is currently worth 2.6. So that means then that 2.6 minus the 1.8 is that there would be a profit of 800k, and then a third of that, that's providing it goes at market value, a third of that 800 is like 275k. So in theory it makes sense to sell that clause. But yeah, I've put in loads of 50% next transfer fee sell on clauses in every one that we've sold, and it's really worked out well. I'm due another 10 million for Oba because I sold him for dirty amounts of money to Juve. Basically we've done really well on sales. Like we 213 million this year, and I think last year as well we made 214. Yeah, we spent a lot of money on him though. I don't think we're going to recoup that either, to be honest. I don't think he's been. So we're going to. What do we do about this first leg? I feel like we need to play around a little bit. So Bellerin's injured, so Asta has to play. That's that. Do we rest one of these? No, the one player that needed a rest was Diawara, but Ramsey was injured. It looks like he's back. Or do we play? Is it away or home this first leg? It's away. So I think we can probably be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to start Maria because obviously Nelson started the last one. Do I start Rathgeber? And I'll start him as well. Just thinking, yeah, Gary Jenkinson, he is quality. He came through our youth system, but he's out for quite a while yet. How is our man Joel Lopez doing? Okay, let's go with that. For the Liverpool game. Time 10 to 9. Okay. Well, this was quite some test, wasn't it? But this is a good. He might be wanting a new contract. Here's the thing. He's already on £150,000 per week. So if I was to offer him a new contract, how much would he want? £300,000 per week. And he's like, his contract, when does it expire? 2024. So he's got 2 years remaining. Discuss new contract. You have something on your mind. Hopefully he drops it. I don't think I can afford. I mean, I can afford it, but then it takes us out of financial fair play. I mean, what a time to bring this up. Okay. There we go. I'm not backing down to it. Basically, that's what happened with this chap here, and I've ended up selling him. But you'll notice the percentage of transfer fee of 50%, always with that. And so not percentage of profit, percentage of next transfer fee, and that's important. Because when he's 24, this lad I've just sold to Liverpool. And if they sell him on in 2 or 3 years' time, you know, for another, you know, 40 million, you know, then 20 of that goes to us for nothing. And so then that value of 32.5 becomes 55. Since when? He got injured again. It's going to play him. Right, so Rambo's picked up in it. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't in the end, did I? It's just as well. Okay. Okay. Handle the briefing, same as before. We're going to keep our custom formation. Everyone loves it because they've been playing it all season. Liverpool have got that João Felix actually. He's pretty tasty. So Havertz, Edouard, Villasden, Mandragora, Torreira in a box-to-box role this time. Maria, Lopez on the left, who I might rest. It depends, because everyone seems to be in really good condition at the moment. I have done a good job of rotation this season, but yeah. Or do I put Mandragora in the box-to-box? I feel like he's more in tune with it. Can't shoot the toffee. Let's do that. Let's swap these two over. I just feel like Torreira's a better tackler with 16 tackling, whereas Mandragora was only like 14 or something. So, right, we're going to submit the team. Let's go for it. Let's push for it. So this is Liverpool away, Champions League semi-final, and yeah, look at their team. Van Dijk still there, Fabinho, Marco Asensio, Bentancur, João Felix, Mohamed Salah, Firmino up front. I bet he's good now. Right, let's do it, because we're also good. We're going to start on the front foot. Right, we owe Liverpool. It's really motivating. Okay. Then I'm going to tell them that I have faith in the defence and I have faith in the midfield. Let's do it. Would have been annoyed if we would have conceded another early goal there, especially considering I said to start on the front foot. Liverpool 2 chances already, albeit from range. Let's get ourselves back in the game, Arsenal. Nothing appears to be happening. And our only shot on target was Mandragora from miles out by the looks of things. Bentancur's on a yellow, which is good, but so is Joel Lopez. Away from home, I'm happy. Maria now on a yellow. And Liverpool look to start highlight in possession. And João Felix, who's their man. Get a tackle in then. Oh. Is that a save, was it? Did he just spank it across goal? Right. Find one of your own. Or not. "25 minutes gone. Liverpool look threatening. Nice. It's out. Let's go. Let's get that ball under control. Well, if you want it to fall to anyone, it's Havertz. Good. Ball. Chase that then. Do you know what? Maybe Nketiah's pace would be more favourable. Oh, come on. What is that header? João Felix. Fiddlesticks. He is good, that João Felix. He's one of the best on the game, isn't he? No, okay, look, Liverpool are really beginning to push. See it out till half time then. That didn't look like a throw in, that looked like a foul throw. Is that in? Who got it? Kai Havertz. I didn't even see what happened. I'll take it, but I think we're a bit lucky there. It's an away goal. Might have to see that again. It's come completely against the run of play because we haven't been brilliant. I'll take it. Half time. I'm not even going to tell them I'm not happy because I'm actually think we've got away with something here. Kai Havertz, of course, doing the business. Maybe Eddie Nketiah's pace is going to be useful in the second half, as Liverpool like to push forward and play a high line. So I'm going to go on the revenge line again. I'm going to tell the midfield. We lost it a lot in the midfield, so I'm going to say you weren't that bad, but you can improve. I'm very happy with your solid defensive work. And I'm not going to speak to the striker, because quite frankly he's done nothing. Should say I'm not happy with his performance really, but he's coming off in a minute. So quite a few yellows in midfield as well. This is a highlight straight from the kickoff. Villaston. Go on then, up you go. Hello. Okay. Okay. Liverpool still looking quite dominant despite that. Yeah. Didn't take long, did it? Right, all the time in the world to win that, and Torreira again. Right. Let's go out to him then. Prevent the cross from coming in. No, okay. How tall is João Felix? Let's have a look how tall João Felix is. How do you find out how tall he is? Overview. Oh, there we go. 5'10", and he wins a header inside our box like that. Oh, and of all the players you want to get injured, of course you want Simon Astor injured, don't you? Especially when Hector Bellerin's out. That's brilliant news. Well, at the moment, I can only think to put on Reece Nelson there, to be honest. And I'm going to bring on Manessa Clark. This may look a bit weird, but Maria's on a booking and I don't want to lose him. I'm going to put Clark on as an advanced forward to chase that. It's frustrating. I wanted Nketiah on. Tell you what, Eddie Nketiah comes on for Maria, and he plays an advanced forward in attack mode. Okay, Havertz stays there. And what we're going to do is Diawara is going to come for Villaston. He's been... I think that's quite a harsh rating for Villaston. I think he's been a bit better than that. But what I'm going to do is just... I just feel that we need to shut up shop a little bit. Now, do I play... He's on a booking, so I don't want to play him as our ball winner, but ideally it would be the other way round. Let's play it like that. I can see him getting sent off, that Mandragora. I'm annoyed about Astor getting injured, especially because I think Bellerin's still out for a little while. So it might have to be for the rest of the season. Reece Nelson, right back. See, no one's playing really well, and Mandragora keeps nervous again. That said, I'm nervous, but I'm quite happy with the way things are going here. I'll take a 1-1 away at Liverpool. Torreira's on the yellow. Oh, look. Torreira and Mandragora. They're pushing for the winner, aren't they? I'll take that. 1 all away from home in Europe. Wouldn't you? Shalar's dead. Or on his last legs. He really is knackered, isn't he? Come on, Arsenal, see it out. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them... I'm going to say... concentrate, because I can see a last minute chance coming in otherwise. Let's shout, tell them to concentrate. That had no effect on them whatsoever, apparently. Wait, it did, it motivated them. Good, that's what it was supposed to do. 92, 93, yeah, I'll take that all day. All day. And if we can get a cheeky little winner at the end, I'll take that as well. No, keeper grabs it. Winners. That's it. Blow the whistle, ref. Oh, you are joking. From 30 yards out, he spanks it and somehow that gets in. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Disappointing. Where's the keeper? Right. Far from pleased from what I've just seen. You, not happy with that. Not pleased from what I saw from you tonight. Ridiculous. Still 1-0 at home and we're through still. Just got to somehow get that together. So let's see how long Asta's out for and how long come on. Right. There we are. Oh, morning. Justin Cliver, 95 bloody minutes. 7 to 9 days, not too bad. How long is Bellerin out for now? The season, basically. Okay. So Reece Nelson, his tackling is 9. And you can't really play it right back. Maria, his tackling is 3. So if it's going to be anyone, it'll be Reece Nelson. Just, have we got any youngsters that I can just give a little run out to? I mean, it's not ideal. Not really. Oh dear. Well, this is a pickle. Alright. Alright, Chuck. We'll have to bold enjoy Cliver's. Okay. Okay. So I think the first thing to do, I'm actually going to drop Leno and give this guy a run out. 1, because I want to help his development, but 2, that was ridiculous letting that goal in from that distance, regardless of how good it was. The next thing I'm going to do, and I think I've already done it, is play Reece Nelson at right back. I know it's not ideal, but at least he's got the attributes moving forward, even if he can't provide the defensive cover. He keeps looking nervous, so I'm going to play him back. Do I play Villasden? Certainly starting Nketiah again. And then do I play, I think I play Rathgeber instead of Villasden. And the only one who's not really in question is Kai Havertz, who's been absolutely brilliant. But look at these two strikers. here and just, you know, the damage they can do. But with Torreira and Diawara in the middle, so we are at the back, we're a little bit lacking, but I think we just got to outscore Newcastle anyway. I think that's what we've got to do. They've got Jack Grealish, have they? It's interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, of course, because, okay. Whole team meeting. Just going to be calm. All seasons put ourselves one win away. That's not true. Right. So you're putting too much pressure on us. Good. Well, I'm glad I'm dropping you. Really pleased with that. Villaston, do one. Title was almost within reach. So I have a problem with this because unless Man United haven't played their game yet. Let's have a look. So if we win this, the Man United still technically can win the title, although I suppose we've got a much better goal difference. Mamana rallies the troops. Wenger excited by inform Arsenal. Wenger commenting. Right. Highlights Wilson danger. Bold needs to calm it down a bit, doesn't he? Enjoying other teams' goals and now can't wait to celebrate. Pipe down, mate. Yeah, got a little while yet. Okay. Custom formation. We're going out on the front foot on this. Can't let them get at us. We need to start positively. He is a great trainer, this Master Clark. If we get in front, he's going to come on. I don't think he's going to make it here, but he is becoming really quite a good player. Hasn't quite got that wonder kid status, but he is only 18. Saving games, this will take a few moments. Trying to make him a complete forward. He is getting there, to be fair, but advanced forward is his better position. He's got quicker as well. Determination's good. That's always good to see. So yeah, Newcastle United still to come. Let's do this. Yeah, Minister Clark. Because that's what we would play as in support role. Yeah, he's okay with it. It's his vision and stuff, you know. He's more of the goal scorer. And then Newcastle. Right. This is the big one. Our form's been iffy over late, but we've been playing some difficult games. We're going to go with Nieto in goal, pretty much to tell Leno, listen mate, Nieto, Nelson on the right because we've got no other right back who's able to. Holding, Mamana, Lopez, Maria instead of Nelson because Nelson's obviously right back. Diawara, Torreira are two strong midfielders, are trusty midfielders there. Rath Gerber, who I'm trusting to do a job there, but Villaston is on the bench despite him kicking off at the fact that I said get one more win and that he thinks I'm putting too much pressure on him. Havertz, who's been in fantastic form, and Nketiah up front. We've got these two strikers on the bench should we need it. We've got him in case that there's an issue in central midfield. And I will put Leno on the bench purely because I've got space to fill. So let's do it. Yeah, let's win the game. There are weak links in this particular team. It's probably one of the weaker teams that I've fielded in a while. And they've got a really interesting formation. What's that? 3 at the back, 3-1, 3-3-2-1-1. Would you call that? Oh, 5-4-1. Diamond. Certainly looking to counter, isn't it? We've been on a good run. Go out there and impress me. Come on. You're about to go out and potentially win the title. Or at least be within touching distance. So there we go. They're all looking happy now. I've set us to positive because I think we need to work on the front foot. We're at home. Let's do it. Where's he come from? I recognise him. I swear that's a recent transfer. He's on loan from Man United. I knew I'd seen him recently. That's a really, really recent loan deal. Oh no, it can't be. Played 28 appearances. Okay. Good, we started on the front foot. I'm going to demand more straight away. I want that early goal. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target, nothing doing. Let's do it. Reece Nelson, let's go. Straight away, Torreira 1-0. Come on. Torreira with the finish. What more do you want? It's a great start. And that means we don't have to overcommit. So Man United are playing Liverpool, and that's 0-0. So I'll be keeping an eye on that score as well. But at the moment, it doesn't matter too much. 5 shots on goal, 3 on target to Newcastle's 0, and we don't need to overcommit now. We've got that first goal. And Liverpool, Man United, time's ticking away. So 30 minutes gone. Rob Holding out to Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson with his blistering pace. Bearing in mind he's playing as a right back, out of position. Rathgerber, right. Good save at the back post. Havertz with the ball in. Nketiah. Right. Havertz. Mamana. And you go again. Bernat's injured for Liverpool. Still 0-0 in that game. Still 1-0 to Arsenal here. Come on, let's get that second before half time. Get creative. Let's do it. Let's get this second one before half time. Good. Nelson, let's go again. Nelson and Nketiah. No. Back out to Nelson. If he's interested and if he moves towards it. Plays the ball in. Rathgerber again. No. Good effort. Liverpool 0, United 0 still. It's just coming up to half time. We need to push on in the second half. I don't think I'm going to change anything because we've absolutely walloped them. So I'm going to say things are going well, but I love that option. But you're capable of even better. Seemed motivated. You should be. You weren't that bad, but you can still improve. I want Nketiah to score. Do you know what? Let's just tell them all we've got faith. Don't want to do anything to upset them. We are literally 45 minutes away. So that's their goal kick. The Shells has an injury. He's dwelling on the ball and we're not putting pressure on it. Jack Wilshere, who's on a booking, picks up the ball deep. Jack Grealish is very deep for his position and he's running right at us. Plays the ball through. Wilson is through and it's a good... well, it's a good save from Nieto. Just a few signs that Newcastle are coming back into it now. So let me just demand more from my team. At least Arsenal on the attack. Kai Havertz, ball in, and Nketiah 2-0. We needed that second goal. And yeah, I'm pleased with that. That sort of calms me down a bit. The Liverpool-Man United game's still 0-0. Oh, we've given the ball away there. I can shoot from there all day long. Let's at least make it to the 60 mark without conceding. Reece Nelson again with the ball. Oh, it's 3. There you go. That puts it beyond doubt now. I'd be amazed if they come back from this. Although it has happened before with Newcastle as well. The debutant, Reece Nelson, right back. Right, so we've got that crunch game with Liverpool coming up. And I'm just wondering if I make a few substitutions. Just more to rest players than anything else. Reece Nelson tearing it down that wing. Ball in. There you go. 4-0. Right. So who can we rest here? He's played a lot of games. I'm conscious the 2 centre-backs have. So let's take Mamana off. Havertz is another one that I should probably give a rest to, just because we need to rep him in Cotton Wool, really. Let's bring on Clark for him and just play it as a 4-4-2. Play him as an advanced midfielder. Sorry, an advanced forward, sorry. Or should I play him as a complete forward in attack mode, seeing as he seems to be quite good at that? He's nearly a natural at it. Don't take Reece Nelson off. I'll put on this chap, and what we're going to do, because Reece Nelson's got all the space in the world to run into, and the reason I'm resting Maria is more to make sure we do have a right-sided option. We'll play Clark in the middle as well. Yeah. We'll have 2 complete forwards supporting a complete forward in attack. So we've got 2 support, 1 attack. There you go. Not to mention the complete wing back in attack mode, bombing forward, and then we've also got a wide midfielder in attack mode. So we've basically got 3 players in attack mode, we've got 3 in support, and we've got 1 in defence mode, but we are 4-0 up. And the whole time that the Liverpool-Man United game stays 0-0, it just concretes that we will be champions again. Because obviously, you know, it's still technically in doubt if we've still got to play United. And there's only 3 points the difference. So Reece Nelson for me has been man of the match. He keeps picking the ball up out there and running at them, beating men. Clark, well done. Good to see him get a goal. So we do have these sort of options that if we need to chase the game in the last minute, in the last few minutes. Liverpool beating United, so I'm guessing that's Callum Wilson, but nevertheless, Liverpool beating United. Quite a few good performances on there. Kieran Rathgeber, for some reason, is a 9.2. I still think Reece Nelson's my player of the match, to be honest. From the highlights I've seen, anyway. Ketia wins it back, plays it inside to Diawara. It's got to be the final whistle coming up. We've kept the ball well, ball over the top. Don't really need it. Not really any hunger, but that's understandable. 2-1, blow the whistle, ref. Well done. And I haven't seen the United score, but we are champions by the looks of things, which means United must have at least drawn. Which looks great. Well done, boys. With one game to go. The fans look thrilled. And what a game to do it, really. 5-0 pasting of Newcastle. 22 shots, 13 on target. Scorers galore. Including Manasseh Clark. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I really don't. He's developing really well. Maybe I just keep him and Ketia and get another understudy and get rid of that Edouard. I don't know. So Arsenal retain. Arsenal celebrating their 4th consecutive Premier Division title. Arsenal will certainly look back at some great wins. Bennett famously suffered the ignominy of being knocked out of the FA Cup by Newcastle in February, but has had the last off. Oh, I didn't realise that they knocked us out. It says they're 5-1. They didn't score. Oh, was that away in the Premier League? That's interesting. So we beat them 5-0 at home and won 5-1 away. Good. For a young lad to get that as kind of plaudits, you were superb. What I'm going to do then, because this is difficult, Lucas Torreira. You just can't replace him. He's on 185 a week. If I offered him a new contract, which he started one at the end of last season, he'll want 250. It's not too bad. We'll see. He hasn't asked for a new contract, to be fair. Right. Okay. We're going to go back. We're not going to mess around here. We've got a deficit to sort. So we're going to go Leno in goal. I don't think Bellerin will be back, and I don't think Astor will be back in time. 5 days. 3 days. So it'll have to be Nelson, who had a blinder the other day anyway. Holding and Mamana are staying on. Joel Lopez at left back. We've got Jankto if you want as a backup, who I'm actually training to be there. He started off as this left winger, but when I signed Rathgeber, then I had to basically find another position. I sold Kolasinac to basically make room, and he was on mega money, Kolasinac, so it was I was looking for a reason to sort of get rid of him or replace him. Maria will have to go at right wing because Reece Nelson's playing at right back. Diawara and Torreira will stay there, and I'm going to stay with Rathgeber because I think he had a great game last game. I like his attitude. I like the fact that he didn't get annoyed about me saying if we win this last match, then we can be champions. So I'm going to give him the nod. Havertz and Nketiah. I think last time we tried to be clever and played Edouard, and it just didn't work. And I just think with Nketiah, I think that he's got the pace to get in behind. So overall, I'm happy with that. And there's not much more we can do. We have options on the bench, and if we really have to go for broke, we've got 2 strikers on the bench. We've got Villasden that can come on if Rathgeber is out of his depth. We've got a backup keeper, even though we don't need to. We've got a centre-back who's leaving us soon. I'm glad he's leaving, to be honest. He's been nothing but pain. And we've got Mandragora on the bench, who will have to stay on the bench. So let's go with that. That'll be our team v Liverpool, and hopefully we can turn around this 1-goal deficit. And the Man United away at the end of the season doesn't matter. So I'm going to do a lot of rotation in that, actually. A lot of rotation. So, but yeah, Bolt couldn't wait to celebrate, could he? Okay. So Arsenal are champions, which is good. I wonder if any player will get a sudden injury just before this match. Okay. Upcoming competitions. The French Youth Invitational. Yeah, well deserved. Wow, look at that. Rathgeber, Villasden and Joel Lopez. He must be rated as a wonder kid by now. He must be. Yeah. He's actually starts at the club at Arsenal. It's mental. Villasden, he must be a wonder kid by now. Cultured winger. He's 21 now, that's why. And he's 18, isn't he? So, media description, a winger. It says there. But it won't be long before he comes up. Oh, I need to scout that French Youth Invitational, don't I? So these players, you get a bit of right. So starting, so it's been a little bit of time. He's on 85,000 a week. How much do we think he wants? 165. You've got to be kidding me. I'm not going to discuss anything with him 2 days before a crunch game, so he can wait. See if Ramsey can resolve the issue. Oh well. Right, so scouting. So it's the French Youth Invitational. So who is scouting France? Who invented the skip? Is it Grimandi? No, he's doing Asia. Good on you. He's doing Italy. He's doing America, isn't he? Doing Germany. He's doing Italy. That was French anyway, wasn't it? There we go, right. Add competition. France. What? Weird. Anyway, why is that not under the French competition? Let's have a look at it. What is this? Kylian Mbappe, thanks, I could have told you he's a little bit decent. What is that? Okay, so it is a, okay, well I've put it on. And Bournemouth beat Spurs. So, Liverpool coming up. We know how they're going to play, and Justin Kluivert. Inverted winger, hey? Ooh, fancy. Good to see he's coming back. He's a beast. 18 years old, valued at 49.5. Look at his current ability and potential. And then gets into opposition area, tries killer balls, curls ball, likes to lob keeper. I mean, I guess like if there is someone who's similar to Bergkamp as well, like Gary Jenkinson as well. He's a little bit younger, so like some of his technicals still need a little bit of work, but certainly if you look at his physicals, they are mental. And yeah, what have I got him working on at the moment? His shooting. Well, yeah, I think that's fair play. Right, okay. He's not happy with his training. What am I training him on? To mark opponents tightly, which is always good. And defensive positioning makes sense if he's learning to mark opponents tightly, so he can stay learning that for now. Oh, he wants a new contract as well. Does he now? What's he on? 52. He wants 93. That's affordable. I'm not talking to these players the day before a crunch game like this, and all of a sudden everyone wants new contracts. Let's just wait a minute. New. I'm going to give you 45 minutes because I'm actually going to play you against United in a couple of days' time. So, is Jenkinson? No, he's not well enough. Bellerin? No, because he's too fragile. I'll let you play in goal purely because and you as well. Because ideally I want you back if we go through. Nice little check on who we've got out on loan. Gregory Garnes. He hasn't played anywhere near as much as I thought he would do. 14 games I suppose since isn't bad. For 18 years old to have stats like that is pretty good. Again, physically very good, wonder kid on our books. I put him out on loan and hopefully it hasn't hindered him, but he's got first team football there. Jordan Hibson away on loan as well. He's only 17 years old, but looks like he's been banging them in, so he's been doing really well. I don't even remember his name. Oh, he came for our youth, did he? Well, he's certainly improved. What's his determination like? 6. We need to get him tutored, really. Lyndon Weaver. So he's another one that we nicked off Man United, wasn't he? No, I thought we nicked him off United. Hine doing well. Ben Beachy with his incredible finishing stats. Is rated as a wonder kid. That interests me a lot. I don't think he's got the potential. Okay. Perry York. Mourinho. Keep trying to sell him. Joe Willock. 54 games. Sterling effort there, young man. But he's not anywhere near as good as he used to be at the start of the game, purely because I just haven't been able to house him. Kolasinac is on his way anyway, because of the number of games he did. We got some good money for him anyway, so I can't complain about that. Bukayo Saka. Yes, there's some really positive steps there. I like that Jordan Hibson though. I'm sort of wondering, what's his heading? Sort of leaning towards using him next season in the odd game. Arsenal players named in Team of the Week. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in Team of the Week. Oh, it says. Arsenal fans hope for ahead of tight match. Right, this is the big one. So, I'm going to play a custom formation. We're going out positively. We're going at them right from the off. Hit them. We're at home. And it felt like in the last game we came back into it when we started to push them back. Let's have a look. All at good physical condition. Can't complain about that. Interesting that they're starting Justin Cliver. I think he came on as a sub in the last game. So the fact they're starting him tells you something. Oh, fuck. I didn't get to talk to... Oh. Didn't get to pre-brief them. Hopefully that kicks them in. It's a shame. Shouldn't need to tell them what I'm expecting of them anyway. I'll do a shout from the sidelines. Demand more. Go on, Havertz. Diawara. Sprays it out wide. Of course Nelson's out there. Of course he is. Brings the ball in. Oh! Thought it was a cross, but it ended up looking more like a shot. I don't know if that was more accidental. 4 minutes gone. Arsenal corner. I've told them I want more. Havertz with the corner. Ball comes in. Bentancur it. Heads it out. Diawara again. Don't shoot. You can't shoot. Holding. Nelson. Maria. Eddie Nketiah. Turns. Pings it in. Havertz. Nowhere near. 5 minutes. Really good start. Love that. Just got to be careful they don't get counter-attack. Trent Alexander-Arnold is injured. Diawara again. Yes, we're picking it up again. I love this. Nketiah. Pings it out wide. Rathgeber. Come on. Let's keep that in. Who's on there? Nketiah. Just wide. This would be a great comeback if we manage it. It's all us. I'm really tempted to go attacking, but I think it's too early. You've got to be patient. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get creative. .30 minutes in. Liverpool got a corner. Let's hope we are able to clear this. Let's get this out. Two big centre backs. João Felix picks it up. Alarm bells ringing. They've got it again. They're coming to the game a little bit, haven't they? I don't know how. It's not like anything's happened. Demand a bit more from my team these last 5 minutes. Okay. In the first half. I've got to say, good half, Arsenal. Let me talk to my team this time. Right. So. I'm actually going to say I'm happy. Keep it up. But I'm very aware that we're going to have to change something around soon. This isn't going to stay like this forever. Liverpool on the attack again. Literally 1 minute in. I don't understand why they're winning so many headers inside our box. Right. Let's go slightly more on the front foot. Let's tell them I want more from them. Please, Arsenal, create a chance, will you? Rathgeber's anxious, which I sort of get. Eddie Nketiah's not playing very well at all. We are now an hour into the game, and I think it's time to just have a little fiddle about here. Maria's not playing well. We'll take him off, and we will do this to give Nketiah a little bit of space to run in. And we'll make Nketiah, for now, into attack mode. Right, next change. Rathgeber, who was not doing too well, looking very frustrated, which is never a good sign. And I'm going to do this. And if that doesn't work, then we have a problem. One more. Diawara looks knackered out there. Right, okay. Torreira from Mandragora. Or Diawara, because he looks knackered. He's not playing particularly well anyway. But what I'm actually going to do is make Torreira the box to box, I think. Long shots 13. Long shots 11. Alright. So sorry, yeah. Torreira is the 13 in long shots, is he? Yeah, we'll keep Torreira there in that play. Yeah. Right. Final throw of the dice then. All out attack. Tell these guys. Oh. They're fired up. We're in all out attack. I'd rather lose 1-0 today than just fizzle out 0-0. There's got to be one more chance in the game. There is. Right, Lopez throws it, and Nketiah. Lopez, ball in, dealt with by Cliver, and now they're going to counter attack, aren't they? Ben Woodburn. Come on, tell everyone to push forward. Right, 4 minutes of injury time. Have we got enough? Come on. Just one more highlight. That Justin Kluivert goal killed us, man. Killed us. Killed us. He's not going to do it again, is he? Okay. Wow, it's unfortunate. It's heartbreaking. Alright. Unlucky, boys. Wasn't to be. It's a bit of a shame to the end of the season now, because obviously as champions we play Man United in a match that doesn't really matter. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But anyway, we'll rebuild, we'll take a look. We're improving all the time. And it's been a good season anyway. Well, I think it's been a good season, personally. So lots of changes on the horizon. Players coming and going, so I'm really tempted to sell him while he's still got value, this guy. Really tempted to sell him. He's worth 54. I think if anyone was interested in him, I'm going to downgrade him from a key player to a first team just to see. It might wind him up and he might get a little bit unhappy, but he's not. Never mind, eh? It wasn't to be. It's been a good season nonetheless. We went on a good run and just yeah. Oh well. Anyway, if you've watched this, thank you for watching. But yeah, good fun. Just a bit of a shame.